and our elders who have the experience. Because one of the things that climate change, a lot of it is based on racism, the colonialism that is built here. We need to take maybe let's take the police museum, archives, let's change that and make that into one of the most beautiful First Nation centers to go. It's time for change, and ABC is forgotten about all the other letters of the alphabet of our people. So I just feel that let's make this the new city council.
Yeah!
We have opinions that are diverse, but they're also there for people, and they're there for people over
That'll be a
party.
good one.
Even those over party. And that's what we need to see at City Hall.
Yeah!
Let's do a switch up. Let's do a switch up.
Don't worry, I need the steps. I don't have one of those little ones.
Next year, let's do a switch up.
Okay, just like me, I'm Filipino. I'm not from here before, but I learned from you guys. Hello? Yeah, okay. I'm Filipino, I'm an immigrant, right? Every one of us are immigrant here except the First Nation. They know the land, it's their home. We are just,
Yes.
we're just coming, We just visited this land, but we don't have to get that from them. We are not allowed to get that. Even though some of us was able to buy a property, but then it's there. We are an unceded territory. So what can we do to make it happen for them is to integrate them back to the community. Kenzie doesn't know that. He doesn't have empathy with you. And that's why he's doing this. So what can you do? What can we do? Any one of you can vote for any one of us. Okay. It's your choice. It's your decision. Right? But all of us is advocating for supportive housing. Because we are here with you, in front of you, telling you that we are with you. So, it's for you to decide whoever you vote, but you know whom to vote. Me. I am voting for you guys.
Okay. I'm getting everyone too excited. Did everyone get a chance? I'm getting a little slow. So now I'd like to invite Dave from Power to come up and speak.
Thank you. Just before I launch into this, I'd like to get one point of reference clarified for people about housing terms. When they say social housing, they are not referring to housing for people that are at shelter, welfare, pension rates. They are speaking to just housing. They're not, the provincial government's their definition does not include that. So I encourage you members to remember that it's not, social housing does not include us. We're not able to afford that. And there is no point right now where there's any affordable independent housing, not supportive housing, independent housing that is affordable to any one of us that is on pension welfare rates. Okay, that being said, I'll get into my thing here about how Power is an organization in cooperation with Mandu that is going out and doing police observation with evidence and research. Yeah. So we don't like the OLL. They've only brought 1 out of 1,500 incidences to court, and we think that's a little bit of a low number, wouldn't you think? Okay. So what we want to do is see what's going on in the community. We want to find out where the bad points are, what's going on. Here's an account by Carl Moen. Describes how the police came upon him in the alley and they said they would kill him. The officer then detailed how he was frame-worn as having a weapon to justify it. Events similar to this have been occurring and being brought to light to us by other Power members and the public in general. And this can lead to fear of standing up to the police, including those who are neglecting the basic tenets of human rights, like the ones that go around the streets, etc., right? And doing so most often means further targeting, including escalations of violence, threats of future arrest, and physical harm and sexual assault. This was a daily thing we counted more on. In the alleys, police can do anything they want. Pretty sober terms, eh? So, my question is to the candidates: how would you address this? Would you have some other countermeasures for the public to be involved in other ways of us policing our neighborhood, other than this punitive, really carceral approach to policing our neighborhood with excessive amounts of police presence? Where would you see there being an answer to that and a change that would be community-led?
That was beautiful, Dave. Good job, Bruno. Okay, who wants to be first with that question? Lucy.
I think that we can get police out of wellness checks, and that's a really good first start. It's part of our platform to introduce peer-assisted care teams that aren't even part of Vancouver Coastal Health. Because I know that people have trauma around police and around healthcare. And so it's going to be more cost effective and more with better outcomes for us to have peer assisted care teams help people who are experiencing mental health crises, and then we need to help them with housing and places to socialise, places to shop, places to be employed, the wraparound healthcare supports that they need.
I'm daydreaming. I'm daydreaming.
Been waiting for this question. Yeah, I ran on a platform last time in 2022 around defund the DPD. Somebody else mentioned it. It's $800 a minute that we're paying, and we're not seeing results. The status quo is not working. Criminalization of poverty is not working. They're rubbing our faces in it. They're running a cop in this election. We interfered in the death of my friend Miles Gray.
Oh my God!
Shame. And when he was asked at the press conference when he was launching his candidacy, he laughed. He laughed. This is what we're dealing with. They want more power. They're rubbing our faces in it. We need civilian oversight into the police, but also not just the police. There's private security that run amok down here as well. I had a meeting with the BIA and I told them that they don't actually want to be spending money on private security either. But I live in Gastown, I see it all the time. Gastown security harassing poor people constantly. This just creates that cycle of trauma. It perpetuates things, and yeah, we need solutions. I also believe in Indigenous-led peer-assisted care teams, but we need to get them out of the business of mental health. They said they don't want to be in it. Let's get them out of the job.
Okay. Let's police the police. We have to develop our own system to police the police. I've been doing that for the last 25 years, policing the police. I can smell it from blocks away. No doubt. That's how much experience I have down here. I have a PhD in street smarts. No education can fulfill that. I just had an interview with the radio station. I'll be on the radio tonight. I had a half-an-hour meeting with her. Yeah, 101, 100, 103, whatever. But anyways, the Vancouver police, they have to be cut in half. They get way too much pay, $800 a bucking minute. Every hour, it's $48,000. We can't fund anything about $48,000. Who makes that much money? Nobody. So we have to defund the police, structure our own gang style in a good way.
Time. Know your rights.
And know your rights and just stop the BS. ABC, access. AB is bombard and C is cut. It's a Trump organization. They gotta stop. And our votes mean a lot. So vote for me. It's gotta stop. Let's make them drop. ABC, let's go away.
Thanks, Romeo. Okay, who's next?
Yeah, so hearing some things I really agree with here, and ABC's approach has been to throw more police officers at the problem, and that's clearly not working. We saw 100 more cops, 100 more nurses. We got the cops, we didn't get the nurses. What I'd like to see is some really meaningful retraining with the VPD, because it seems as though they have been taught to see those living on the street and you know, vulnerable people in our city as the enemy and as people to be punched down upon. I think that's wrong. I'd like to see an expansion of social support services and social workers to you know, help mitigate some of those situations so that we don't end up with some of those results that are just unfathomable. So yeah, that's my position. Thanks.
I will tell you something. Okay, I have a life experience. Last two nights ago. Do I have to call police for a youth that is banging on the door? Or do I have to wait for 30 minutes because I have to get consent from the parents? That way, as a case manager, we have to really, what is the human rights of both parents and the youth who is aggressive, right? So as me, I will not call police because it's his right to calm down. And that's the difference of a mental health worker and an outreach worker than a police. So if we have that more in the community will be stabilized. It will calm down. And everybody will be settling in their own house. I assure you, from 911, I would rather provide more firefighters and paramedics rather than police. Have the police give paramedics an increase, and paramedics and firefighters, because they are always on the way. You call them, they're there. Police, you call them, call 811 first, non-emergency. That's there. They will arrive 3 hours after the incident.
Or maybe never.
Correct. So if we increase
That's my experience.
ambulance, if we increase outreach workers, we increase firefighters, that's where the money should go. All right. And have the police.
Thank you. Anna.
21%. That's how much of the budget goes towards the police department. Yeah, 21%. Can you believe that? It's shameful. It really is. And then they found another $5 million somewhere for this task force barrage, right? This is shameful. This is not where the money should be spent. I think we've already heard a lot of different solutions, the peer-assisted, the getting the police out of wellness checks. I had to call, I was running a film production program, and I had a student who was having a severe mental health crisis. And I called every source I could think of before I called the police, because I did not want this student to have to go through that. He was an immigrant who barely spoke English, and he was having, and I won't get into the details, it was terrible, and I don't wish that on anyone. Again, fully agree with all of these suggestions. Thank you so much.
I also agree with all that's being said. One of the things we're really at a point in time in society, and we have an opportunity to really, because I think everyday people are ready for change, and we see everywhere that more police does not help society in any which way. So we definitely need a new group that is healthcare nurses and
A new
counselors,
program? A new program, right.
So we just
A new
move
program.
away. A brand new department that goes first to help instead of coming at the end to arrest and detain. So I'd say less guns, more stethoscopes, less guns, more clipboards, and more help before there's a problem. So that's something that we really need to work on. And we, as everyday citizens, have to fight for it. So the power's in our hands, let's hope we can do it.
Thank you so much, Dee. I also have to release Annette.
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
She's very sorry, but we're sorry.
Please reach out to me if you have any more questions. I have another event.
Okay. Ciao, ciao.
Okay, so we have just passed 7:30, but I really want to hear what people have to say to these two questions. So can we do a quick rapid roundup, like 1 minute of everybody answering the first one, and then we'll go back through and do another minute of everyone answering the second one. Does that sound all right? Real quick? Go. Okay, so who has an answer for the first one? We want as many as possible. So we got a couple over here.
Basically, the downtown east side is the last actual community in the city. The city is full of neighborhoods, but no other actual communities. Here, everybody actually watches out for each other and everything. You don't totally know, like your bus driver, and you have to know your neighbors, who people around and stuff. And some people brief downtown east side, talk to them, make neighbors safer, resources too.
Yeah, awesome.
What?
All right, what's something special with the downtown east side?
Karaoke at the Soundway, excellent. I want to go back to the old times when we had lots of karaoke.
Heck yeah. All right, what's something special? What's something special about the downtown east side? Tanya, what's something special about the downtown east side?
The people of the downtown east side.
All right. Sean, what's something special about the downtown east side?
The spirit of resistance, the spirit to fight back about everything in like the last 60 years. The resistance is why I created this beautiful community, and that's what's going to keep it that way.
That's right. What's something special about the downtown east side?
Walk around the downtown east side when I used to live here. The beautiful faces of the people of the downtown east side. Because there's spirit, there's hunger, it's too many ways at times, but there's hunger with power, and there's beauty and resilience, like Sean said. So, you are what's great about the downtown east side.
Alright, Roller Girl, real quick, what's special about the downtown east side?
Okay, I'm Vancouver Roller Girl special in downtown east side. Everybody's special downtown east side. Everybody's special to be protected. The Vancouver police, they don't give a shit about your protection. All they care about blunk about themselves.
What's special about us? What's special about the downtown east side?
We're humans?
Heck yeah, we are.
We're not robots.
Alright, one more. What's special about the downtown east side? We got John.
I love multiculturalism. The indigenous culture down here is amazing. And I walk through it, hear drumming, I smell smudging, and I'm happy to be a part of this community.
Amazing. Thank you, John. Alright, and then what is something that would improve the downtown east side?
What was the question?
Healing and cultural.
In dread of having it go away.
True, Dick.
Not having a soccer tournament driven that would be one of the best things that we have out here in the downtown east side.
Alright, I'm right back here. What's something that would improve the downtown east side?
Hi, first of all, I want to say that it really annoys me that City Hall, all councilors are going on a big trip to celebrate in Whistler, just so you know. And that's they've got their own band, they've got surprise things and all this. And the thing is, we've got people sleeping on the streets. I live in the east side, and I'm a retired ER psych nurse. I mean, I won't go and I mean, I worked at Riverview, so I know about mental health, I know about drug addiction. But the thing is, Nobody should be on the street, without a home and a roof over their head. And also, as far as the city buildings, they should have smoking and drug use buildings and non-smoking and non-drug use buildings.
True. Look for people that serve the people. All right. Give to Theo, and then
reopen the Smiling Buddha Cabaret. That place rocks. Let's reopen it. Skate ramp, punk shows. Love it there.
Maybe Lucy, Jennifer?
You know what I love? Mama Lisa? Rock and roll!
I didn't get to answer question one, so I'll do a combo. I love the artists on the downtown east side, the musicians, the graffiti artists, the people that made the Trojan horse at the town hall. Shout out to the Trojan horse.
Alright. Well, we're past time, but that's not unusual. So I want to thank y'all for coming, and as we head out, I guess before, I'm going to invite Dave to end with Moment of Silence, if that's okay. But just to remind everybody, April 5th is the day to make this stuff happen. April 5th is the Take What You Heard today, the Take What You Care out of the neighborhood. Okay, you only get 2 people. I like the idea of everybody getting elected. Oh yeah. So, and then the first, you can vote in advance at City Hall at 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And then for people that are interested in more community control, Our Homes Can't Wait, which is a group that a lot of us are part of, is having a town hall at the Japanese Language Hall on Monday, March 31st. From 3 to 5 p.m. So that's where we're going to be talking about how we build more community control. So y'all are invited if you want to come. Y'all are invited if you want to come. It's going to be a good time. But thank y'all for coming. Okay, well you do that one and then more silence.
Okay, so I just wanted to let people know also that the overdose crisis anniversary being called here in BC is on April 14th, and that's also a Monday. And we're planning on meeting at Victory Square at 2 o'clock and doing a lunch and a rally. And at that time, we're going to also start marching, and we're going to march on provincial and federal places to talk about safe supply and about how this crisis is woefully gone on with the Anyway, thank you for that. And I hope you can attend all the next events. They're all very important to this community. As this was also, thank you for caring and coming out. So I'd encourage everyone to stand up and remove their hats now if you can. And we're going to talk about people that have done activism in this community over the last 100 years and more. Okay, there's been a lot of them. There's been a lot of things that have come out for people all across Canada and all over about rights and things that we've fought for here. So we want to honor those that have come before us and fought the good fight and had the